All right, settlement money is coming for Maui wildfire victims, $4.03 billion worth of it. Sounds like a lot, but what does that really mean for the people who lost so much? Civil Beat Stuart, his article looks into that, and this doesn't go to just the victims. There are other people involved, other entities. What do we know about how it's divvied up, Stuart?
So we know that of the money people will get, the insurance companies that paid out money to those people will get 10% of what the victims receive from the settlement. So that's 10%. What we don't know is how much the lawyers will get. They call the liaison counsel. These are lawyers who represent the whole group of lawyers are saying, we would like 25%. The judge still hasn't said.
Cahill, yeah.
Peter Cahill, circuit court judge on Maui, overseeing all of this, has not said what he's going to do. He really seems intent on getting as much money to the victims as possible. That means the lawyers not getting as much, some of them, as what they're asking for. Now, I should add, not all the lawyers are asking for 25%.
Right. But
this would be an order that they're asking, the lawyers are asking for up to 25%.
Now, just to put it in perspective, we're talking 25%, so a fourth of it. So $1 billion out of the $4 billion, which is what the judge came back and said, do the people you're representing know that you're taking that much money? He's been very stern with their interactions.
Yes, that's right. He asked that, and we really want to find out what's going on with the victims on that, if they know. It would be $1 billion of the $4 billion, that leaves $3 billion for the victims.
Yeah, I mean, 1/4, not 4%. But what I thought was interesting was also he suggested something, because he's not against all the lawyers, because he knows that a lot of them really went through hard times and put in a lot of work to get this money for the victims. But he said there are other victims, other lawyers that might just be kind of coming in at the last minute without really doing any of the legwork, right?
Right. And so the question is how to compensate the lawyers who did a lot of work without providing a windfall for the ones who really didn't do a lot of work. And he has a plan. He seems inclined to set up this sort of fund. But again, he hasn't issued an order on that. And that's really what we're waiting for, to see what he comes up with.
Yeah, it's really interesting. You also talked to Lahaina victims.
Yes.
What have they said about what they're expecting?
Yeah, so what's happening with the victims is many of them are underinsured. So they got insurance money, many of them. Some are still waiting for some of that, but many of them got a lot of money, but it's not enough to rebuild. They really need the settlement money. So that's why it's important to steer as much of the money to them as possible.
Yeah, and so we're expecting it in June. Is it all one big lump sum, or how did those payments come out?
No, it comes out in 4 tranches, spread out over the course of 4 years, and it, the June date is a little squishy, I think. It's probably sometime this summer it would start flowing to them.
Yeah, it's fascinating. But to your point with the title of the article, very few, if any, are going to be made whole with the settlement.
That seems to be the case. Again, you can do the math. There's something like 90,000 individual unique claims. Some of those claims might be made by more than one person. I mean, there might be more than one claim made by each person, but 90,000 claims, 3.5, let's just say, billion dollars. Do the math.
Yeah.
It doesn't come out to a lot on average for each claim. Of course, some people are going to get more than others.
Yeah.
But
yeah. So do the math, read the article. Stuart, thank you. You can read that full article on civilbeat.org or text 66866 to get their newsletter. Jelani?